Hello, my friend. How are you all doing? Hope you're having a great day. Today we are going to do something totally different than we used to because I got this DM from Maverick here about he's making a lava shader for GameGuru Max, and he's using Copilot and AI to make it, and he never seen it or never tried it, and now he's asking how to continue. And he sent the shader here, so let's just download it. Downloads fine, and he had some media, also lava. Continue download. Let's also take that, and he has the compiled version, but we don't really care about that. So I'm just going to close Discord now. It's taking up some resources, and on my potato PC here, I'm trying to not use too much when I'm recording. But let's just take a look at his shader, Lava PS. I'm just going to copy it into our custom shader folder in GameGuru Max. Delete custom shaders, copy, chips, like that. Then just going to see, oh, here is all the lava textures. Look fine. We're not going to use them. We're just going to get the shader to work. So let's see what we do. Well, first things, we need to add it to GameGuru Max. We add it under custom shaders, add existing item, and here it is, the new lava shader. Okay, here it is. But let's just check if it's compiling. So let's get it set up here. We need the correct output. I would just copy it from this one. Output file. It needs to go into my GameGuru Max folder. Chips here. Like so, and then we have to set it. It needs to be shader model 5, and the shader type is PS. Like so, and apply. And then we will just try to compile and see if it works. Nope, there was an error here. Let's see, noise, yeah, it's inside one of the other functions, so, but let's just name it something else. Where is it used there? Okay, so we'll just call it Mav3r, noise Mav3r. No, it's not using, so let's compile again. So it's building. Whoops, it actually worked. Okay, let's see if it's generated the lava CSO, the compiled shader object, and it is. It's right here inside my Max folder under shaders. So good. So yeah, so good for now. So now we need to set it, or get it into GameGuru Maps. I'll just take a quick look at this. He has some texture setups, blah blah, a pixel input. That's not good. It don't look normal. But I didn't get a vertex shader from him, so I assume he would use the common vertex shader in Wicked Engine, but I don't think this is it, but okay. We have some hash, the noise, and a FBM, so we have some fractal noise. This is looking interesting. Lava flow UV, temperature, heat color, apply fog. I think that's also already inside. Tight lightning. It also looked like the Wicked version, so why is it here? Oh, apply lightning. That's also a normal Wicked function, shader function. Okay, and then the input there. And he's using the custom shader parameters. This is great, and it used the correct way, so that's fine. And then he has a lot of checks. That's not good, but let's just keep it. Branching in the shaders is not so good. So, but okay. X-frame time, that's correct. Distortion, lava UV. And then the texture, sample. Okay, fine. So to get this to actually work inside Max, we need to set it up. And we do that by going into what is called custom shaders here. See, we already have some. And I think I will just copy the water stuff. Make a copy of that. And we will then make one called lava. Let's search for water object. We will copy all that, put it in the bottom, and call it mouse lava shader. And it is called Mav3r1ck's. So we will just enter that here. It will check if it's available and only make it active if it is compiled correctly. That's what it's checking here. But let's just see. We need to rename all these to lava. Let's search for water. And we have made the lava here. So we're not going to change that. And here we're going to put in lava instead. Everywhere. And this one is using the common vertex shader that the widget include of provide as a basic. You see, we are only checking the pieces shader, and we only have the pieces shader, so we need to use the common vertex shader. You can see you can also change those if you wish. In these parsers here, we set a custom vertex shader. That's how we do that, but we don't need that as it's not provided. So that's it. So now we have that set up. So what we are going to do is add the custom parameters. We will just check if this is compiling. It looks fine. While it compiles, we can just see what parameters in there. We have all these custom parameters. Where do I use them? There. Flow speed here. Okay. Was this the correct one? This is what we have. So I'll just copy those. And those are inside, the setup of those are inside, it compiled, so that's fine. Inside the importer, custom shader, parameters, custom shader here, you select it. And then we have the setup for them. And we're going to use these. So we're just going to copy this, give it a new number, And we are going to set up his flow speed. Oops, sorry about that. Copy the first one. Heat. We're just going to call them direction. Bubble. Bubbler. And we need a glow. What we have? Flow, heat, distortion. Oh, we're missing distortion. Distortion first. Goes here. Then direction, bubble, and then glow. Whatever it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 6 of those parameters. We'll just let this. We could set up some defaults. We don't need that. When you use these shader parameters, they are all set to 1.1 by default, so that would be fine for this. And now let's try to compile again. And it's compiling. Like so, and then let's test it out if it works. Oops, I have some breakpoints in here. Let's just ignore those. I think I'm running low on memory. I'll just close all these. Like so. And we could try this one. Metal test. Yeah, I can show you that. What you can expect from the next dev test. But let's just try this lava shader. Oh yeah, you can see in the next dev test you will have the possibility to set the probes, how bright the probes are, and it can make all the difference when you have something metal, like this metal object. You will do that in here. You now have something global probe brightness. You can see what happens if I set that to 20. Just look at how it looks now. It looks like metal. This was the default we have now. It's kind of dark everywhere. So now you can control how bright you want it. That can do everything for your scenes, especially if you are inside something darker. See, we have our probe here, we have our metal here, and we have a titanium object here. Now see what happens. You also, under your custom probes, you can have probe brightness, and you can see here if we set it to 20. See how it changes everything. It looks way better. You can just keep going up. Wow, you can really see it's metal now. This is our default, totally black. Chips, see how it changes. It just pick up the environment so much better. So you can expect that in the next dev test. But what else is there? Yeah, the lava. We need to check the lava shader. Let's see, I think I have the old one from Classic. Should we test it? We have some room here. So now is the big moment. Do it work? Lava objects. Okay. So actually it's working, but I don't think this is supposed to look like that. Let's see what is happening when I change all these. Nothing really. But I assume that because there's no vertex shader and it don't look like the default wicked vertex shader. So let's just close this down and check out the shader again. First of all, we need to get rid of all that pieces struck that are not the correct one. I'll just copy it from the hologram shader. You see here we set up a common layout, include it here, and when we do that we are going to get a lot of errors because many of the things in here looks like it's just copied directly over from the include file, the objects include file. So you see already now we get all these are already defining there, so we don't really need any of this. The piece of info, we don't need it, it's already defined in the common layout. Get material, I don't think that will work either. Let's see if it, no. Out with that. Hash is fine, noise we have changed, the fractal noise fine. Lava flow, lava temperature, heat color, apply fog, I think that will also fail. Yeah. Out with that. It's already in there. No need to have all the code so many times. That's why we have include files. Apply lightning. Dips is here. Well, gone. Build. Now something is happening. I'm not sure how. I know we already have this tile lightning, but it says it's simplified. Is that the AI Mav3r1ck that has simplified it? I can't see what exactly they're missing. It has direction, point light, spotlight. It looks pretty normal. Should we check what's in the we have in the normal one, in the wicked? It has ambient settings, but it is a bit different, but not well, let's just keep the other one for now. It looks like it was working, so that's fine. Okay. And oh, that was a big mistake I made. I selected rebuild all. This is going to take some time, sorry about that, so I'm just going to pause this video. Okay, so it finally compiled millions and millions and millions of lines of code. So that was happen when you accidentally hit recompiled all. But let's get back to this shader. Let's see, where did we, I think we keep that tight lightning, the simplified version. And we now have the common layout for the vertex shader, so the pixel input is going to fit, and I think that was the main problem here. So let's just try to compile, not rebuild. That will take everything, but just build this one. and it's compiling the shader like so. And let's check if it is working now. Nobody knows how it's supposed to look, so it could be it was just looking as we saw last time. But let's check it out. Oops. And we added it to this one. Oh, I don't think we saved it. Did we do that? Not sure. Let's see. Nope, we did not. So let's add it again. Like so. And set it to use the new lava object. Okay, it seems to be working now. That looks pretty interesting. That must be all the distortion, and there's some noise, and we have these hot places. Let's see if our flow is working. Yeah, you can adjust this. A fast one, slower. Heat, what is that? That's heat. Okay, just need a little bit like so. That looks pretty nice. And distortion. And it do what it says. Make distortion. Well, it was pretty nice here. And direction. Okay, that's 150. What way is that? That way. Let's try 60. Still that way. Don't look like it's working as it should. Or what? Oh, never mind that. Then we have the bubbles. What is it? Oh, yeah, okay. Let's try to 10. Huge bubbles. Okay, bubbles and glow. Let's glow. So actually it looks pretty nice. But Mav3r, you can say to the AI that the direction do not really work, I think. 90 degrees. Or is it only, this one is always going the same direction. Yeah, the bubbles are always going the same direction. Okay, so it only works for some. What is, yeah. So, yeah, okay, it's running the other way. Some of it, but not the bubbles. But that looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Nice shader. And, oh, I'm not sure if, I don't think it will be tileable. Let's just check. Now, it don't tile. So, we need to make this one very large. But then everything is scaling. So, we need, can we get it close down here? Oops. Like so. Okay. So we need a UI scale, or we are not going to get this one to work properly. So I think we are just going to add that. This time we are going to save it, and then add the UV scale. So we can make it large and still see all the details. And we are just going to see what we have. 6. We're going to take number 7. Make a UV scale from number custom shader 7. Go into importer. Set up 7 as the UV scale, and say it has 7 parameters, like so. This one we're not going to use, this one 7, and then we are going to, let's just see how he is handling the UV sets. There it is. Is he using that everywhere? Are you using that everywhere, Mav3r1ck? It looks so. So we can just do it the easy way. We just multiply this one. And then our UV scale. That should be it. And yeah, let's compile it again. And see if it is working. The importer needs to recompile with the new parameters, UV scale, and it needs to compile the shader. Compiling like this. And let's try it again. It's amazing, Mav3r1ck, that you can do something like this without even trying it. If it was me making the shader, I would need to see the result all the time. But I guess that the AI is getting so smart that they can, check for errors and stuff like that. And amazing. Okay. So we now should have a UV scale. Oh, is there? So we can scale it up and down. So now we can use it to, no matter how large our mesh is. Yeah, well, it's a working shader now. So Mav3r1ck, just tell the AI that the direction is not really functional, only for some of the layers. It looks like they go in different directions or what. Yeah, okay. That was how you can get the custom shader into GameGuru Max. So if anyone wants to try it, well, go ahead. Go in and ask the AI to make you a great shader and see if you can get it to work inside GameGuru Max. And please, if you do make something, well, post it so I can see it. Make a video, that would be great to see. And until next time, have a great day.